If you like these videos and you want to see them a day before it goes up on YouTube, head over to LBRY. It's an awesome decentralized alternative to YouTube, and I absolutely love it. Well, this is interesting. Purism just announced their own mobile virtual network. If you're not familiar with Purism, they're the company behind the Librem series of laptops and the Librem 5 phone, which I actually have two of them over here. They're both dogwoods. And well, Purism has their own Librem phone network, their own cellular network. That's really interesting. Now, I don't know if you know this about myself, but a long time ago, right around the time I started my channel, I actually ran my own cell phone company. It was a prepaid phone company, and it was run on the Verizon network. And I thought it was a good business to get into, but I had a lot of trouble with Verizon, and it wasn't worth my time. So I have a little bit of insight into this, and I was curious exactly what this meant. So if we look at the press release, you can see that basically they are offering fully unlimited prepaid monthly cell service provided by Purism that works with the Librem 5 phone. It includes a new phone number. They don't support porting phone numbers as of yet. Unlimited talk, text, and data, and it can be canceled anytime, so there's no contracts. And the main selling point here is having the convenience of a Librem 5 completely pre-configured with Librem Awesome, which is the name of their network. Now, the main sticking point and the thing that I've seen a couple people grief about is the fact that this phone service costs $99 a month. Now, I have a lot of questions about this. When I ran my own cell company, the fact that I was going off of Verizon meant that I had absolutely no control over the network at all. And if my customer needed anything beyond the simplest of tech support, I had to call a Verizon representative who handled my case. And I was on the phone with Verizon all the time. Granted, Purism is a much bigger operation than what I was back then. And they're actually going to be using the AT&T and T-Mobile networks to achieve this, which I've heard a lot of people say they're much easier to work with. But I am curious what the day-to-day operations of this is going to look like for them. So I asked Purism's Chief Security Officer, Kyle Rankin, what was going on here. And he had a few things to say. The first thing that I asked him was, what's with the $99 a month?
If you compare it, it is a bit more than some prepaid plan, truly unlimited services, like not the ones that are unlimited with an asterisk. But if you look at the services that are actually unlimited, it's a little bit more. It's not significantly more, but it's somewhat more. But yeah, what we're adding on top is one, the convenience angle of it, and two, the privacy angle of it. Something that has come up recently is all of the cellular providers in the US. It's not any particular one; it's all of them. Unfortunately, they all have realized they're leaving money on the table when it comes to selling people's data to advertisers. And so they have all worked on a coordinated plan to create what the AT&T CEO called as a universal customer identifier. So what they're going to do is combine all of your billing information that they already have on file with the unique identifier on your phone, the couple different unique identifiers on your phone, and then use that to track you not just on the phone, but as you use the internet on different devices. Mm. And then because they have this unique insight into their customer base, then use that unique insight to sell access to you as a customer to advertisers. And so for some people, they're even talking about offering a discounted plan for people, $5 or $10 discount per month for allowing them to post specific ads to you. But even if you don't necessarily opt into that, they're still going to be creating this identifier to track people. Right. So if you care about privacy, it would be nice to have a way to, and right now, if you wanted to use, they're working on this as we speak, and are all deploying it. In fact, they're also using that. They're going to be using that same identifier in the name of security to create an alternative authentication scheme. So you could authenticate using your phone with one of these three backbone providers. But obviously, there's privacy downsides to all of that, and there's not really a way to opt out if you're a customer. of any of those providers, which you pretty much have to be in the U.S., then you don't really have a choice, right?
With AT&T and other carriers rolling out ubiquitous tracking in order to subsidize some people's mobile phone plans with surveillance and advertising, I mean, I can see where he's coming from on that point. The other thing that he mentioned is that this is a truly unlimited plan, and that is beneficial for your privacy as well.
We, in general, have a policy of not logging anything in general unless it's absolutely necessary, just across the board, not specifically just for the service.
Right.
But specifically to this service, we're not going to be logging anything about our customers other than, if we're billing them, we have to have their billing information. So we have that on file. But we take an approach of minimal logging and minimal data retention. I personally consider data as like radioactive. And so the less I have, the better for me and for everyone else. That's one. The other thing is that's one of the advantages of starting in a slim form with just doing unlimited only is it allows us, we don't have to worry about, you're getting close to your minutes limits and all of that stuff.
Right.
By making it unlimited, that's even less for us to have to track. We don't have to worry about that.
Now, I can see both of those reasons. I really can. But I pay $35 a month for my service, and to triple my monthly bill on that, I just can't go for that. GSM networks like AT&T and T-Mobile are notoriously unreliable outside of metropolitan areas, at least in the United States. Most of the time, what you're going to find is better quality service using a CDMA network like Verizon, or maybe TracFone or US Cellular. Around here, there are two providers, and neither of them are very good. But suffice it to say, T-Mobile and AT&T, good luck getting any service out here unless you're driving down Interstate 95. You're not going to get any service out here. So that's a little disheartening, but with that price tag, I don't think I'd be able to afford it anyway. So then I asked Kyle how Purism plans to guarantee privacy for their users, and his response was actually quite interesting.
What we're doing is we're registering things on your behalf. We're working with the carriers on your behalf, and we are registering it in our name. So while there's still base level tracking and privacy invasion that a cellular provider could have just by seeing what towers you connect to and triangulating and all of that stuff, they can't link it directly to you as a person and your billing address and your financial information and all of that stuff.
So you're going to have to take the good with the bad. I mean, basically, Purism is registering your phone number in their name, but you're still using a cell service from one of the major carriers in the United States. And given my experience with running a cell phone company, I know that they're not going to have much, if any, insight into what's going on with their customers' information, with their customers' traffic, their phone calls, or anything like that. But the fact that your phone number is not in your name, I think that's a pretty cool idea. You know what? I'm rather fair-minded when it comes to Purism. I'm not vehemently opposed to this idea. Unlike a lot of other people that I've seen online, I find that their motivations are good. And I look at this not in any kind of cynical way, but I recognize that this isn't for me. I don't live in, a place where I can get a GSM connection. And that's by choice. I choose to live in the middle of nowhere because it's nicer and safer and more authentic to the life that I want to live. So I'm glad that this exists for the people who want or need it, but it's not for me. But anyway, I'd like to know what you guys think about this. Let me know down in the comments. I'd really like to hear what you guys have to say. I want to thank Glenn Steen and the 109 amazing people over on Patreon who make what I do here possible. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do this. If you like what I do here, if you believe in the work that I do, you can help support the show over on Patreon. It's very much appreciated. There's links below. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Have a blessed day.